evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, February 16th, 2016. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, the Coffee County Administrative Plaza needs a new roof, and we'll tell you what it's going to cost. Auditors with the State Comptroller's Office will review financial records for the Manchester Coffee County Conference Center. The Motlow Gala is coming up soon. Girl Scout cookies are now on sale. We'll bring you video from the most recent Manchester Chamber of Commerce membership banquet, and we'll continue our series on learning about severe weather. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are the South Jackson Gatsby girls starting the promotion for the Great Gatsby Gala that will be held at South Jackson
March 19, 2016.
Get your party hat on, folks. It's gonna be a ball. What about it, girls?
Here's to ya.
Hello, I'm Larry McIntosh, and I'm asking you to elect me to be your property assessor. I have worked as a CPA and have 15 years of accounting experience. In addition, I worked for 16 years as a classroom teacher. I have a strong faith in God, and I currently serve as Sunday school director and deacon at my church. My experience as a CPA will allow me to capably and professionally lead the property assessor's office. The taxpayers of Coffee County deserve a property assessor who treats them with respect and is fair, honest, and responsible. I pledge to be that person. I, Larry McIntosh, ask you to elect me to be your property assessor on Tuesday, March 1st. Early voting starts Wednesday, February 10th. Thank you, and may God bless.
Welcome back. Coffee County Commissioners say they need $575,000 for a total roof replacement on the Coffee County Administrative Plaza building in Manchester. Building managers say the flat roof at the former Strip Shopping Center leaks with every rain, causing emergency repairs and interior damage. A low bid for complete replacement came in at some $430,000 with a 20-year guarantee on material and labor. The finance panel wants $150,000 more to cover unseen damage and interior repairs. A 5-year capital outlay note would be used to fund the project, which must be approved by the full commission next month. Current administrative plaza tenants include the mayor, county clerk, trustee, register of deeds, property assessor, and county election commission office.
Auditors with the State Comptroller's Office will review financial records for the Manchester Coffee County Conference Center following its largest operating loss ever and the December resignation of its general manager. A private accountant who recently looked at the center's books says there were alarming gaps in bank statement information provided by then manager Alice Hefner. All bank information concerning the center's debit cards was missing. New unauthorized credit card accounts were also discovered. The Tullahoma News reports other even number cash withdrawals also raised questions with auditors. Last year, the conference center lost around $300,000, which must be backed up by taxpayers. The Public Building Authority, which oversees the Manchester facility, has established an audit and finance committee to closely monitor the center's operation.
Tennessee lawmakers are considering added penalties for school bus drivers distracted by cell phones and other electronic devices. This after a December 2014 fatal school bus crash in Knoxville caused by the driver texting while on the job. The House Transportation Committee has approved a bill imposing a minimum $1,000 fine and a 30-day jail term for a bus driver using a personal device while transporting students. Knoxville Republican Representative Eddie Smith says his bill is a needed student safety measure.
Guests at the 24th annual Motlow State Community College Foundation Gala on March 12th will be treated to dinner, dancing, and a chance to bid on some outstanding items in a silent auction, according to Jan Rogers, Director of Advancement at the college. Rogers added, quote, "In addition to having a great time, the gala is also an opportunity for area citizens to show support of Motlow students. All proceeds from the gala benefit our students, primarily through scholarships. It is our most important fundraiser of the year, and we invite everyone to come out for an enjoyable evening," end quote.
This year's event will be held in the Tennessee Ballroom of the Manchester Coffee County Conference Center, and it's sponsored for the 10th year by American City Bank and the Clayton Family Foundation. The evening will begin at 6:30 p.m. with a social hour, followed by dinner at 7:30 p.m. and dancing to the music of Entice until 11:45 p.m. Dress is black tie optional. The cost is $100 per person, and tables for 8 or 10 guests may be reserved. Reservations are required and can be made by calling Phyllis Daniel at 931-393-1543 or emailing pdaniel@mscc.edu.
It's that time of year again when those delicious Girl Scout cookies go on sale. Newsleader's Pamela Spencer brings us this story.
Hi, my name's Elizabeth Damewood and I'm a member of Girl Scout Troop 2326. I'm a Girl Scout senior and I've been a member since I was in 2nd grade. My favorite part about Girl Scouting has always been cookie sales because they give you the opportunity to meet new people and gain great business skills. Some of the flavors we have to offer are Samoa's, a chocolate caramel cookie with coconut on top, Do-si-Do's, a peanut butter sandwich cookie, and Thank You Very Much, a crunchy cranberry cookie. Cookies cost $3.50 a box and are available from Girl Scout troops and booth sales around town. You may be wondering why we have some cow-themed objects here. Well, every year there's a different animal theme for the prizes, and the amount of cookies you sell determines how many prizes you get. The most cookies I've sold are 545 boxes. That's a lot. Some people are able to sell thousands of boxes and they get in the Stellar Seller Club, which is a pretty cool goal in my opinion. Although Girl Scouts are most famous for their cookies, we also help out with several different community outreaches. One thing that I've helped out with is working at the Manchester Art Center for my Girl Scout Silver Award, organizing costumes to help out the community theater. We also go hiking, go to different Girl Scout camps, and make lifelong friends. If any of this sounds like fun to you, then you can become a Girl Scout. Girl Scouting is for girls ages kindergarten through 12th grade, and there are several troops in our area. For more information, contact your local Girl Scout office. You'll be able to go on trips, explore new things, and meet tons of new people. You'll also be able to participate in cookie sales. Remember, cookies are only $3.50 a box, and they go to support our camps and our troop trips. So whenever you see us out in town, make sure to buy a box.
More Newsleader on 6 is coming up after these messages.
Push it, pull it, or drag it in for our annual Cash for Trash event. It's going to be bigger and better than ever at all the State McNabb dealerships. That means the whole month of February we are giving you $2,000 minimum towards the purchase of any pre-owned vehicle. And we've received a huge shipment of new cars. We're stacking them deep and selling them cheap. So push, pull, or drag your vehicle in today for your $2,000. It's the biggest event of the year at State McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. And State McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. And State McNabb Ford. Cash for Trash Month is back. Yes. Yes.
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Welcome back. The Manchester Chamber of Commerce had their annual membership banquet last Thursday night at the Manchester Coffee County Convention Center. Let's watch as Chamber Executive Director Terry Hudson speaks to the guests.
I want to recognize some outgoing board members, and if you'd stand and just sort of wave for a second. Amber Dodson, Becky Huddleston, and Bobby Couch. Thank you so much for your service. At this time, I'd like to welcome one of our newest board members, who will be installed this evening, Mr. Joe Franks of Fisher USA. I said it right that time. Our presenting sponsor for this evening.
To say greetings from Fisher USA and greetings from Hans Fisher and the Fisher family in Aachen, Germany. I wanted to say thank you to the Chamber Board for allowing Fisher to be the sponsor tonight, and also to the Chamber members.
I'm going to definitely take a minute to thank the Chamber staff, Margie and Brandy, for for all of their hard work in putting tonight together. Again, twice. Of course, has been with us for a very short time, and most of you have had a chance to meet her. She's delightful. Margie, wow. Really hard to express how important she's been to this organization over the last 7 years. She's the one you know, she's the one you like, she's the one you trust. So I can't say thank you enough to her for her loyalty. So would you give them both a hand? This time last year, I developed a new logo, and we've worked really hard on our branding. We have a new website that highlights all the ways that members can get involved. It lists members by category to make it easy for you to shop each other, which we really, really encourage you to do. You now have the ability to pay for luncheons and other events online. The website includes a page showing all the great reasons to visit, to live, or to locate your business here in Manchester. From that page, the site navigates to an economic development site that includes our demographics and lists properties that are available for sale or rent. And we know that developers are using this site to research and ultimately to choose Manchester. And that's really exciting. That they call up and say, I'm on your economic development website. That's very exciting. Our chamber directory, which you will receive as you exit tonight, has been produced as a lifestyle magazine, complete with stories highlighting major moments for our town over the last year. We really hope you'll like it, and thank you so much to all of those who took ads out in that book. We think it's a pretty great piece. The Exchange does a wonderful job on that, so thank you to them. We're very proud of our new, more informative electronic newsletter format. You get these delivered in your inboxes every Wednesday morning, and we want to encourage you to peruse through these each week to make sure that you're staying abreast of what's going on. But there are 325 people here in this room tonight who love this community. If you didn't, you would not be sitting here right now. And so I think that, as we work together, we can move this city and this county forward in ways that we can all be proud of.
And we'll hear more from the new chamber president when we come back. We'll be right back in just a moment after these messages.
The wait is finally over. The 2015 50th anniversary Ford Mustang is finally here. This is one awesome vehicle. Let me give you a few stats on this V8 Mustang. 435 horsepower, independent rear suspension, 25 miles per gallon, and this is the one you've been waiting for. 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds. Don't blink an eye or you'll miss it. Come by Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester and check it out. The 2015 Mustang, the all-new redesign, will leave you speechless.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
And welcome back. Stan Teal will be leading the Manchester Chamber of Commerce this year. Stan spoke to the membership shortly after he was sworn in as the new president.
I'll tell you real quick that I'm honored to be selected for this position. I'm a fairly recent board member, and I want to thank those that has the confidence in me to help lead us into this next year. I feel very privileged to take this position at this special time in the Manchester Chamber of Commerce. And I say that it's a special time because the Chamber of Commerce in Manchester has never been stronger and has never functioned with a higher degree of enthusiasm. This in itself, tonight's event, look around you. There's 325 people at this event. That is twice the number that was at this event last year, and somewhere around 70 more than has ever been at this event before. So that is really a tribute to the past folks that's been working to get us in this position. Another reason that I'm really excited, and I'd like for everyone to think about this, is right now we have a great deal of enthusiasm from the young professionals. And let me say, as community leaders, business owners, we need to be very wise and create and cultivate an environment that's favorable to these young professionals, because they're our future. Our community needs the involvement of these young professionals. We need them to want to help lead our communities forward. And I will say that it's never been better. We have a large number of young professionals that's eager in Manchester and starting to step up and want to play a role in our future. And that is very, very encouraging. Another thing that shows the enthusiasm of our chamber right now is ribbon cuttings. I think a lot of times we've taken it for granted, but when these new businesses open their doors, it's a great welcoming to show up for ribbon cuttings. And the last 4 or 5 ribbon cuttings that we've had in this area, there is no fewer than 30 or 35 people showing up to welcome these folks to our community. And that is a big deal. And that shows that our chamber is on the move and our community is on the move. And I commend you folks that can take the time and will take the time to welcome those folks to our town. Terry reviewed the progress made in 2015, so I won't go into all that. And there's a lot of things took place in 2015, great things that's happening in our town. But it does remind me, it makes me think of, I guess, probably my main personal goal for this year, going into this year. And that is, for God's sakes, don't screw this up. So I can assure you that I will be mindful of that day in and day out. There are a couple of areas I want to encourage us on, and that's our socials and our Thursday Night Live and our Coffee Connect. These are great programs. We've had 3 or 4 this past year, and we're wanting to have more of those. It's a great opportunity for you to expose your business to the community, do networking, get to know other people, and so I want to encourage you to consider that as we go forward. These socials, these mixtures we have with the other chambers have great successes, and one example of that is at our Manchester, Tullahoma, Franklin County mixture this last year. Representative Jack Daniels was there. And they left and said they really needed to expand that. They had a desire to expand that. So I think it's safe for me to say, mark down April the 28th, Jack Daniels is going to host what they call a super regional mixer. I notice a number of people kind of sitting on the edge of their seat now. And I'm really confident it's not with excitement and anticipation of what else I might have to say. So I'm going to move on, and I'm going to go into my close and just sort of say, this Chamber of Commerce is your Chamber of Commerce. It's you folks, and it's all about you folks. I'm just honored to be able to work with this great board that's coming up, and I work for you guys. That's how I see it. What I want to do is encourage you folks to be involved. Don't hesitate to be involved. The chamber door is open and the phone is always there. Please don't hesitate to call. Please don't hesitate to come in and say you'd like some help, you need some advice, you'd like to promote something, or you'd like for us to help you with anything. Don't hesitate to call me and share with me or ask for my help with anything. I feel responsible. That's what I'm supposed to do. I pledge to you by every effort, working with this board, to make this a year of progress for our chamber and our community. And I just ask for your support in doing so. With that, I thank you. I hope I fulfilled my promise to keep it short. And I thank you so much, and I look forward to working with you.
And we'll bring you more from the Manchester Chamber Banquet on Thursday's Newsleader on 6. We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader.
Here at Stan McNabb Collision Center, we work with all major insurance companies, and we get the job done right the first time, on time.
Well, I grew up in Tullahoma. We'd always done business with Stan McNabb, so when we needed collision service after a run-in with a deer, we knew to call those guys. We already had trust with them. We called Cody. He took great care of us. He kept us posted every step of the way, and we couldn't have been more pleased.
Getting your vehicle back to pre-loss condition shouldn't be a headache. So in the event of an accident, contact me, Cody Hall, at Stan McNabb Collision Center.
All I have to do to think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. Newsleader is continuing its series on severe weather. Tonight we take a look at clouds and the role they play in predicting the weather.
So let's talk just a little bit about the cirrus cloud. Cirrus clouds are really way up high in the sky. Generally they're about 25,000 feet or higher up into the atmosphere. They're made of ice. It's frozen. The cloud is frozen. It's made up of ice. They're very wispy-like, you know, looks like the tail of a horse or the mane of a horse many times. But those are the ones that are way, way, way up in the sky. Then we get into the stratus clouds. Stratus clouds are very low to the ground. A lot of times the stratus cloud looks just like a blanket. They generally are below 8,000 feet high. And what we like about the stratus clouds many times is they bring some form of precipitation. It could be a day full of rain, snow, and so on and so forth. So generally when we see stratus clouds, that means the weather's changing and we're looking for some form of precipitation. They can become many different colors. You know, cirrus clouds most of the time are going to be white. Stratus clouds, on the other hand, can be white, they can be gray, and they can almost get to black in color. Then we have the cumulus clouds. These are what we call fair weather clouds. Generally they form about 6,500 feet and below. What does cumulus mean? It means basically a pile or a heap in Latin. And we describe them as puffy, like cotton balls. And these, like I said, are the ones that look like shapes something in the sky. You know, like I said, many times as a kid, I would look up into the clouds and I would see these cumulus clouds. Sometimes it might look like a rabbit, a dog, a horse. You never know. But it always made the day go by just a little bit faster for me. Then we get into the cumulonimbus cloud. That's the big cloud. These are the ones that produce the severe weather. They can grow up to almost 75,000 feet high. That is way up to the top of the troposphere, which is the lowest level of the atmosphere. Now, how do storms form? Well, I'm going to give you just a very quick explanation of how storms form. Then Bill Nye is going to go into a little bit more depth on how storms can form. But basically what happens is you get the warm, moist air coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, and then it's going to collide with the cold air that comes down from Canada. And when those two air masses meet, it forces the warm air up into the atmosphere. And when that warm air rises, it starts to form clouds. Those clouds are going to be called cumulonimbus, and that's how we get thunderstorms. Now here's Bill Nye for a better explanation of how storms are going to form in your area.
Storms are extreme weather. They're caused by the heat of the sun, water in the air, and the spin of the earth. Take a look at this. It's our miniature, gigantic, extreme storm system simulator of science. Now, when the sun is out, like during the day, it heats up the surface of the earth, as simulated by these red lamps. That makes the air near the ground get warm. Then cooler air from surrounding areas flows in and forces the warm air way up, like this. Now, way up. It's a lot cooler because it's closer to space. So we get this flow of air moving up and down at the same time. These are the conditions that make storms. Now we're simulating a lot of sunlight over an enormous area of land with huge masses of air. Now in real life, the air flows in from different directions. So it can start to spin like this. Wherever you've got heat, an atmosphere, and a spinning planet, it really churns things up. Storms are extreme weather. Extreme weather!
Don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6 p.m., rather 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Alicia from the United Way to invite everyone out for a half marathon for a good cause. Newly tapped Motlow Athletic Director Scott Chastain will stop by and tell us about his newest role at the college, and Lee Gibson will be performing in Winchester to help raise money for their no-kill animal shelter. All that and more on this week's Living.
Stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
The Kia Summers on Us sales event is going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia of Tullahoma. Let me tell you about this event. Purchase a new Kia Sedona, Kia Optima, Kia Forte, and receive 0% financing up to 66 months and your first 3 payments for free. For a limited time only, no strings attached. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. The Kia Summers on Us sales event going on right now. Why buy anywhere else?
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
The highest standard of integrity delivers stability and honor. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of integrity in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1961 at 73 degrees. The record low was in 1991 at 3 degrees. Average high on this day is 53 and the average low is 33. Tonight, look for more rain in your forecast with a low of around 34. Mostly cloudy weather expected on Wednesday with a high of 46 and a low of 29. And mostly cloudy weather again in the forecast for Thursday with a high of 58 and a low of 42.
And Jim, I just wanted to let our viewers know that this Saturday at Filiago's Bar and Grill in Tullahoma, that's on Anderson Street in Tullahoma, we'll be having a benefit for one of their employees, Amanda Lyles. She's a young lady who's going through some real serious health problems. She has 3 young children, and she's just a real great person. They're having a great benefit for her, some great live music, always great food there, and a great cause. So that's Saturday night at Filiago's.
Okay, check it out, have a good time. And it's for a great cause as well.
Absolutely.
That's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.